guys, this is Nine Sniper coming here with another video, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic, doing alright. I'm doing fine. And fortunately, as you guys know, I did not stream today. Is because unfortunately I'm kind of got sick. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my throat is kind of hurting right now. But I took medication, and fortunately I was having a little bit hard time breathing, but relax, it was not a heart attack. It's just I'm a bit dehydrated, so I have to drink a lot of water. But I'm okay, and let's just say I kind of made a small recovery. But if I'm also going to be honest with you guys, I still don't feel so good. But like I was saying, 10% okay, but 90% not okay. Because I know there's no way I can recover that fast. So I might not stream for a while. So yeah. Sorry. Anyways, so even though I want to do this video, and I know this is going to take a lot out of me of using my energy, but still, I wanted to tell you guys something, and this is also to my partner and his friends. So, as you guys recall, that what I told you about my backstory, I have mentioned that a lot of people thought I was stupid, and still some when I play online, some players think I'm like dumb, stupid, or whatever they're calling me. But to me, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. But fortunately, it doesn't, like, I'm still ignoring it. It doesn't like bother me at all. But fortunately, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I decided to make this video because last year, or I think it was in 2023, I can't remember, and I'm pretty sure only my partner and my viewers, my partner and his friends would remember this. So listen carefully. So a few years ago, like I would say 2023 or last year, I posted a video. Well, there are two videos. The first one, like I think it was in 2023, I posted a video of when Resident Evil 4 remake was released, like when Resident Evil 4 was announced and after when it was released. I did a video of my role playing of how I became a perfect villain. If you guys remember that video, if not, I'll leave it in the description below, so that way for any of you guys who are new to the channel, if you guys want to go see the video, I'll leave the link in the description. So yeah, but for some of you who remember that video when I did my role playing, when me becoming like, don't think of this like I don't want to be like a movie actor or anything, but let's just say my role plays are really not only good, but sometimes could be a little bit scary. But not only that, let's just say also smarter, because every single game I have played, the fighting games, the shooting games, what else? Anime games, and any other games I play, let's just say they have taught me a lot of stuff. And let's just say I combine it into one. So, for example, let's say like this, for example. Well, actually, no, never mind. So, and for the second video, if you guys also I'm pretty sure my partner will also remember this. So, as you guys know, and this is another surprise, but I'm not going to reveal the name yet. Fortunately, I decided to redo another series that I have not done, but this is the third time I'm doing this, and I'm pretty sure my partner would gladly, because let's just say my partner wants to find me, and let's just say the preparation for the PlayStation 5 is almost ready, and Sparking Zero is soon to be completed. I've already downloaded it and it's ready, but I still need one more thing, and then I'll start playing PlayStation 5. So, yeah. But there is another anime, and I'm pretty sure only my partner and his friends will remember this. But I'll just give you one hint what it is. Well, no, like few details on it. And I posted a video talking about it. And I'll like try to make them refresh their memories. So this anime is no ordinary anime. It's one of the top rank animes, and it has something to do with a young boy, or should I say a young man, who used to live a normal, peaceful life with his family until one day when he went to go into town and return home. All of his mother, his siblings, unfortunately got slaughtered. Well, eliminated. They got killed. However, only they were not eliminated. Well, slaughtered by not by a by a killer. Well, yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. But they were slaughtered not by a monster, not by another human who is a killer. This this I don't even know what I'm saying, but they were slaughtered by some sort of mysterious creature. And let's just say only one of his siblings survived, his sister, but his sister turned into that same creature. And now the young man and his younger sister traveled and trained to find a cure for his sister to turn her back into human. Yep, I'm pretty sure my partner knows which anime I'm talking about. And sooner or later, I will redo the series, and if my partner wants to, but I don't know. I will fight him in that game. So, yeah. Alright, but anyways, as I was saying, I posted a video talking about like, okay, so if you guys remember, like in the Dragon Ball series, in each Dragon Ball game, they even in Sparking Zero, they do this thing called the What If Saga. Like, what if, like, for example, in Sparking Zero, well, I didn't see much of it. Like, I still have no idea, but I did see like clips of it before it was released, but I don't know much about it yet. But in the main story, when Goku and Piccolo fight Raditz, yeah. But they kind of changed it. They did it. What if Goku never fought Raditz with Piccolo? Instead, Goku and Krillin fought Raditz in the What If saga and rescued Gohan. And Goku never died, and he never met King Kai, and he never mastered the Spirit Bomb or Kaioken. But that was the only What If saga, well, What If part I know of Sparking Zero. But besides that, so I came up with this great idea that came in my mind. And technically, this is another video talking about it. I would say this is the third time, because the first one was my role play when I did for Resident Evil 4 Remake, and the second one was for that anime I was talking about. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, the two videos I posted last year or in 2023, I'll and in case if some of my viewers forgot or any of you guys are new to new to the channel, I'll put the descriptions and in the videos below. So yeah. Anyways, so after doing a lot of thinking, I wanted to like in future reference, like some people say I'm a good actor of role playing, but I don't want to be in a movie Because trust me, it sounds fun, but it takes a lot of practice and a lot of rehearsing, of course. But yeah, I don't ever want to be on a movie. But I always thought of creating my own game by, like, I don't know which company, like Capcom or whatever company. But for this, for this game, I don't know what to call it yet, but let's just say like it has something to do with this, like one of the games I've done before, and maybe I'll do it again. Another. So this has something to do with The Last of Us, which you guys, I'm pretty sure some of you guys do not know about this game, or some of you guys do because I've already done it like about 2 or 3 years ago, and fortunately, I really thought I was gonna do it again this year, but nah, I'll probably do it again next year. So, if you guys don't know what The Last of Us is, I'm not gonna explain all. I'm not gonna be that much. I'm not gonna spoil you guys too much, so I'm only gonna describe a little bit of it. And there's two of them: season one and season two. So let's see. Let's start with season one. In season one, you start as this guy named, well, okay. So you start as this guy named Joe Miller, who is the main character of The Last of Us. So fortunately, before it has something to do with a zombie apocalypse. So as you guys know, Joel, before it started, Joel had a daughter. And fortunately, his daughter got killed by an army, well, a military guy, because they thought they were infected, which they weren't. But in the end, Joel survived being shot. Unfortunately, his daughter did not. And unfortunately, Joel lost his daughter. And his daughter was named Sarah. But fortunately, Joel also had a brother as well, which was Tommy. Yeah. And fortunately, Joel met this girl who was supposedly the key to creating a cure, Ellie. Yeah. Let's just say at the beginning, Joe and Ellie did not like each other because they kept arguing and fighting. But after they continued their journey, let's just say they grew a bondage, but not like as lovers, but as father figure and daughter. Joe kind of grew a bondage to Ellie as, like, I would say an adopted daughter, I would say. But unfortunately, in one of the episodes, Ellie got kidnapped by a guy. I forgot his name though. Just let me see what was his name. Give me one moment. Okay, sorry about that. So the guy who kidnapped Ellie was named David. Yeah, it's been like a few. It's been a year since I haven't done that series. But anyways, so David learned that Ellie was immune to the bite, and fortunately, in the end, Ellie defeated and eliminated David. Yeah. So, and then when Joe and Ellie got to the place where they were supposed to deliver Ellie to make the cure, but Joel learned that making the cure could kill Ellie. So Joel had to stop them and rescue Ellie. But that also technically he betrayed, well, not really betrayed, but because Ellie wanted everything to be, she sacrificed everything to find a cure. But Joel kind of betrayed her, and Joel killed the only person who created the cure of ending the apocalypse. So, yeah. which which remains into season two. Now in season two, Joe and Ellie like still spend time with each other, and they they had fun, and got they had some fun with each other. But as Ellie got older and became a teenager, she started getting suspicious and asking Joel about what happened at the place where they were at when Ellie was trying to when Ellie was trying to being used for a cure, and Joel kept making up some stuff. In other words, Ellie started to get suspicions and realized Joel was lying to her. So eventually, Ellie learned the truth, and Joel told the truth to Ellie, and fortunately, Ellie got mad at him. So, fortunately, Ellie started hating and stopped talking to Joel, and she didn't want his help anymore. And fortunately, Ellie spent time with, well, let's just say she found someone she found attracted to, but that's all I'm going to say. But unfortunately, Joel felt depressed and decided to give Ellie her space. But then one day, Ellie realized, like, she kind of realized that Joel still cares for her and tries to forgive him. But one day, Ellie learned that Joel was, like, he never returned home. And she got worried. And then, as you guys know, well, like I said, for those of you guys who not seen, like, I'm a fan of The Last of Us, and I've seen the whole entire series, and I'm pretty sure they're going to continue more of it eventually. But, and fortunately, Joel got slaughtered and got killed by a girl named Abby and her friends. At first, we did not know why she killed Joel in the first place, but after playing the game, and again, more spoilers, but in case you guys are like I said, this will be a lot of spoilers, but Abby wanted revenge on Joel because the only person who was creating the medicine and the cure to the virus for the infection was her father, and Joel killed him. Joel murdered Abby's father, and she was all alone, and she swore vengeance on him. So she did. Abby got her wish, and Joel was gone. But then that Ellie saw that Joel died, and unfortunately that kind of traumatized her, and she kind of blamed herself because I don't know how to say it, and I don't know, like, I can't like read her mind, but if I would have to take a guess, first Ellie like blamed herself because if she would have forgiven Joel, this would have never happened. And Ellie wanted to like she wanted to like invite Joel to her house, and but that never happened. She blames herself for Joel's death, and she wished she had forgiven him, but she didn't. So in other words, Ellie, it was in her mind, she thinks it was all her fault. She is responsible for Joel's death. So that's when Ellie took her anger and swore the same way Abby did. Ellie seeked revenge on Abby and her friends. And one by one, Ellie and Tommy eliminated all of Abby's friends, and Abby was all alone. And that is the story. Well, tiny bit of the story, but I don't want to do more spoilers. But yeah, that's the story of The Last of Us season 2. Oh yeah, but after Abby learned that all her friends were dead, she decided to get once again revenge on. That's when her and Ellie fought each other. But now, this is what I want to add. But fortunately, like I said, I want to create like a game similar to that, but not really. So here's how it starts with me. So let's say, okay, again, let's skip to the part back in season 1. So let's say me and David were friends, and let's just say I was David best guy, best shooter, and smartest person in the world for him. And David was my best friend. But let's just say Ellie, like David and Ellie were fighting. Yeah, this is going to be a lot to talk about, and it might sound confusing, but here's where like, this is another what if. And I'm pretty sure my partner will be very, and not only you guys, because like I said, most of the toxic people and people who I thought were my friends who thought I was stupid, well, let's see if someone could have thought of this, and let's see if I'm really stupid. Because I'm pretty sure there's no way my partner or anyone, or maybe, but still, there are other people who are smarter than me, and I'm pretty sure they could have come up with something better. But this is another what if video. So here goes nothing. So as I said before, me and David were friends, but then let's say David kidnapped Ellie and he introduced me to her, and I said, David, who's this girl? And fortunately Ellie didn't tell her, like David's. David kept saying, come on, tell me your name. And then that's when Ellie grabbed David's finger and broke his finger. And then she said, Ellie, what? Tell them Ellie is the little girl who broke your finger. That was in the game. So fortunately, the next day, in the game, let's say Ellie said, I'm infected, and that's when, in the game, David did this, like this. And the guy said, what is that? And then that's when Ellie, like, there was 3 of us, like, well, 4 of us in the room. Ellie and me, David, and I don't know, maybe I'll call him John. Yeah, John. And let's say Ellie eliminated John, and fortunately, me and David decided to separate to look for Ellie. And then, fortunately, as you guys, and I'm pretty sure my partner knows this, Ellie and David fought, but in the end, Ellie defeated her, and well, defeated David, and Joel rescued her. And fortunately, Ellie and David, well, Ellie and Joel escaped. And let's just say, okay, and this is what I'm also gonna do. Hold on, give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that. So, anyways, so let's just say, so after the fight ended, and like I said before, but as for me, let's say and let's say everyone was like dead, and I was the only one who survived. And when I tried to look for David, I was like, David, where are you? Until when I found the burning building, and when I opened it, I found David's body. And let's just say, like, I was looking, yeah, I was doing something like this. And I'm gonna use like sound effects, but I just hope they're not copyright. But let's say I was like this. Uh, just, okay. David, no, this can't be happening. No, 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 no. David! No. And let's just say, yeah. So I know that sounds like, to me, it's not really embarrassing when I do that, but still, you gotta make it. A role play is a role play. But anyway, so yeah, when I'm like that, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take out my glasses. Let's say I'm on the ground and doing this. David, it was all that stupid girl's fault. She is gonna pay for this. She will suffer. And I will not rest until she is done for. So, yeah. Now, unfortunately, now this is what I would. So, fortunately, well, okay, again, give me a second because fortunately I had to keep pausing and resuming the video because, again, okay, sorry about that. Anyways, so as I was saying, now, before David decided to like cut off Ellie, let's just like when Ellie was knocked out cold, David told me this. Put a transmitter on the girl. And I was like, what? Why? So in case if she escapes, plant it on her. And I said, very well. And that's what I did. I planted a transmitter inside of it, like inside of her leg, so that way she would never notice it or never find it. So yeah, and like I said, after when I was like I said, when I said she is going to suffer, and let's just say now I was after Ellie and I wanted revenge, and let's just say I had pretend like my phone is a tracking device and it was doing something like this. Unfortunately, like I said, I have to remove one of my gloves in order to play it, and hopefully it's not music or anything, it's just sound effects. And let's just say I knew where she was going because the transmitter I planted on her, I'll know where she's hiding. There you are. I found you, you little girl. I'm coming for you. So, yeah. And let's just say, so let's see. I would say after many chapters, let's just say I found Ellie and I encountered her, but I also encountered Joel. And then let's just say I standing right in front of them and do like I just like I don't want. Okay, let's say I'm holding a gun and I point it right at them. And I said, "Hello, Ellie. You remember me?" And she said, "You're that guy with David." That's right. And I don't know what like I don't know what kind of a name. Like like I don't know what my character's name would be, but I would like call myself something villainous or not really villainous. So let's see. If I would give myself an evil name, I would say yeah. I can't think of anything. But if I would give myself an evil name, I would definitely give it. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not really good at creating. Like I'm good at planning, but not creating names. So yeah. Anyways, when I was encountering Joel and Ellie, let's say Joel and I said, "You must be her protector. You, you know why I'm here. Your little girl, murdered a good friend of mine, and I'm here for revenge." But let's just say, as soon as I was gonna pull the trigger, let's just say some infection came, like a bunch of them, and I was like, yeah. Unfortunately, Joel and Ellie got away, and but unfortunately, I did not lose them, of course, because, like I said, the tracker on her. So after I kept following them, let's just say Joe and Ellie got to the Fireflies, the place where Joe was supposed to take her to her. And fortunately, the whole place was being protected by Firefly guards. However, I'm not that dumb. Let's just say if I find a Firefly and I go like this, and then fortunately he would do something like this, and then later, yeah, he would pass out or he'll be knocked out. And let's just say I steal his uniform, and then, like, let's say how I'm wearing right now. Like, I cover myself and I cover my face, and I enter the base disguised as a Firefly guard. And let's just say I look for Ellie using the tracking device when no one's looking at me. And well, I keep looking and I say, "There you are." But fortunately, she's being protected by guards, so I had to wait at the right moment. But at that moment, when Joel attacks the Fireflies trying to rescue Ellie, when the alarm goes off, and that's when, attention, there's an intruder and that must be eliminated. And fortunately, that had to have been Joel, because when I checked the security cameras and I said, it's that, it's Ellie's protector. He must be trying to get to Ellie. Or I must get to that girl first. And that's what I did. Like I tried to get to Ellie first to try to get rid of her. But unfortunately, Joel beat me to her. But as soon as Joel encounters the doctor, Abby's father, like you guys seen how Abby's father, like, you're not taking her. And then as soon as Joel was about to do something, well, hold on. Again, like I said, I'm gonna have to keep on pausing and resuming the video because yeah. Okay. So yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna have to keep doing that and resuming the video. But anyways, so as I said before, as soon as Joel was about to do something, let's say I was right behind them and I see the doctors, there's three of them, and I do this. And then Joel turns around and he says, "Who are? What did you do?" and then and then Joel looks surprised and, "Hello, Joel. You thought you two can escape me?" Well, fortunately, this is the end for the both of you. Too bad the doctor cannot create the cure now, but now I am glad I am here to see you both. Now the both of you will perish. And as soon as I was about to pull the trigger, let's say Joel threw, like, I don't know, something sharp, and like, I let's say I'm not wearing sunglasses, like I'm not wearing them at all, and I'm doing like this, and then Joel, like, maybe a knife or something, and then well, you guys, like, I will be in pain and saying, "Oh!" Yeah, I can't scream because it's nighttime, and yeah, but let's say I was screaming and I was on the ground and Joel thought I was dead, and then he escaped with Ellie. And fortunately, let's just say the fireflies found me and they thought I was one of them. And fortunately, they took me for recovery. But by the time I woke up, like when they were carrying me, like, and then, and let's just say I escaped. Yeah, I escaped the Firefly base, and fortunately, yeah, but I still had the tracking device and I can still locate Abby, but since my eye was like injured, I needed time to recover. So let's just say maybe 2 or 3 days after I patched myself up, but unfortunately, I lost my eye and I only have one eye left. I only had one eye like this. And then that's when I decided not, like, I would say something like this: those, that wretched girl and that stupid man. That girl murdered my best friend, and that man did this to my eye. Now I'm really mad now. I swear, not only I'm gonna get rid of that wretched girl, but that man is gonna die as well with her. And that ends season 1. And then in season 2, now in season 2, now this is where the story gets really interesting. But like I said, I want to, like, don't think of it as I'm stealing from The Last of Us. I want to, like I'm thinking of a game that will be somewhere similar to The Last of Us, but not really. Something more like yeah, I don't know what it should be called, but still. So, anyways, for season 2, as you guys know, Joe and Ellie spend their time being protected because they're at a town called Jackson, where it's basically a whole town being guarded by a huge wall of defense from the infection. And let's just say Joe and Ellie lived a peaceful life. But as for me, I found them, and let's just say I, but I was not stupid, of course. Let's say the whole place is being protected. There's no way I can get into that place. The only way for me to get rid of them is for me to make sure they come out of the town, and when they're out patrolling, that will be my time. But I cannot do this alone. And that's when I came up with a brilliant and most better idea. For the past few years, while Joe and Ellie were spending each other as daughter and father, me, on the other hand, I started building an army, but not like a human army. I built it robots. but not ordinary robots. Robots that were just like somewhere like me, like how I'm dressed right now, but their face were covered, and they almost looked like human, and they were like ninjas. Yeah, like I said, if I had like I created ninja robots, and they would be really, really good at stealth, but also great assassination weapons. And for me, let's just say I built something for myself, and after years of building, it's ready. And let's just say me and my robot minions decide to go. When the time came, that's when I decided to track Ellie. Unfortunately, when I found her, but like I saw her through the window in an abandoned supermarket. And let's just say I increased the transmitter to have a microphone on it. So, yeah. So, let's just say when I heard that Ellie was no longer with Joel because the transmitter had a microphone in it, and when I heard the story, when I heard that Joel stopped the Fireflies and Ellie hated him, I learned everything. But they did not know that. So, on the day when Joel gets murdered, let's just say I followed Ellie but did not go inside the building. Instead, I had x ray glasses to look inside. And I do this. I look inside and I see a group of people and I see Joel tied up and being tortured. And I was like, what is going on? Who are these people? And I see Ellie, like, you guys seen The Last of Us 2 when Ellie's like pinned down and seeing torture get, and see Joel getting beat up. And and I keep looking, and by the time that Abby does this, I do this. And let's just say, fortunately, Abby and her friends escaped, and Ellie was all alone. And I could have done this. She's all alone. But Joel is dead. I was the one supposed to kill him, not some girl. And let's just say, like, not right now, but I was like upset and went like this. That girl ruined my revenge. She ruined my plan. I was the one supposed to eliminate Joel, not her. And that's when I came up with a brilliant idea. And that's, whoever these people are, I will find them and they will suffer. And let's just say I came up with a brilliant idea. Let's say my robots can fly and I send them to go follow those. I send my robot minions to follow Abby and her friends undetected. And let's just say my robots planted transmitter on all of them on the back of their necks. And let's say now I knew where Abby and her friends were located. And I would have like eliminated, I would have done like got rid of her and her friends by myself. But I came up with a better idea. And this is where the story, really gets interesting. So let's say Ellie was depressed and sad that now that Joel was gone. And that's when Ellie, like I said, Ellie started to go get revenge on Abby's friend. And that's when I come in. Now, let's say Ellie found clues to, like, she kept looking for clues and evidence to find Abby's friends and tell them where Abby's was located. But fortunately, they refused to tell her. So that's where I come in. Let's say I leave evidence and Ellie finds it. And fortunately, Ellie, like I said, let's say Ellie got all of all of Abby's friends, and then Ellie gave up and decided to go back to the movie theater. But that's when Abby finds her, and that this is gonna be really sound interesting because this is gonna be the best part I'm gonna say. So, okay, so this is gonna be a lot to rehearse. So, and it took me practice, of course, but here goes nothing. So, after when Ellie eliminates all of Abby's friends and Abby fights her, let's say the fight keeps ending, and let's say they, well, in my head, they think of this. Like, they keep fighting until they go like this. And then that's when the lights, like this, for example, let's say I go like this, and the lights go off, and they say, "Who's there?" And I go something like this. Bravo! You two have made a quite performance. But unfortunately, the road for you ends here. And then let's say Ellie says, "Who are you?" "I'm your worst nightmare and an old friend." And that's when the lights go on and I go like this. "Hello, Ellie. It's been a long time. You remember me?" And then she says, "How? Joel told me that you were dead." And I told her, "You thought wrong." "I survived. And you must be Abby. Nice to meet you." And let's just say my robot minions pointed guns at them and they go like something like that. I'm pretty sure. Have you met my new robot army? And this is what my plan. I tell Ellie everything. And this is what I would say. You guys think you have won this battle, but you're wrong. All this fight, argument, and revenge was all planned by me. And I should be really thanking you, Ellie, for doing my evil work. And she says, "What the F are you talking about?" If you zip your mouth and listen to the whole story, I will explain it. You see, when you and Joel escaped me and when you got to the Fireflies, I planted a transmitter, a transmitter on your leg on the day when David had you kidnapped, and you did not know about it. How do you think I found you? How do you think I tracked you? It was all thanks to the transmitter I planted on your leg, and you did not know anything about it. Fortunately, when you and Joel when you and Joel escaped me. You were in the nurse bed in the Fireflies building. I tried my best to get to you first, but Joel beat me to you. In the end, Joel ruined and tortured my eye, and I lost not only my best friend, but my right eye. And it was all your fault. So I seek my revenge on both you and Joel. However, when you guys got to Jackson, there was no way I could eliminate you being protected in that town. So I had to wait until the time was right for you two to be all alone while on patrol. However, that never came. Fortunately, as for me, after 2 years, I built these robot minions to support and protect me and assist me of my revenge on both you and Joe. However, that plan failed because of this girl. And fortunately, Abby says because that I don't like to like curse or say bad words, but let's just say she says because that man killed my father. And I was like, what are you talking about? That the doctor who was the only person to create a cure for this whole infection was my father. And that guy killed him. And then I say, and then I was like, and then Abby and Ellie said, what's so funny? Oh, that's so traumatic. And then I was like, you really thought Joe Miller was the one who murdered your father? Well, that's where you're wrong. Joe did not murder your father. I did. And I was like, what? And then that's when I continued my plan. On that day when you murdered Joe, you ruined my plan because I was the one supposed to get rid of him, not you. So, the same way how I did with Ellie, I had my robot minions planted transmitters on your legs. Well, not really, only on your necks, and you did not know it. That is how I found out where each one of you were located at. And how do you think Ellie found your friends? I was the one who left the evidence. In other words, Ellie did me a favor. I could have eliminated her and go after your friends, but instead I came up with a better idea. I left those evidence and let Ellie do all my dirty work and have her eliminate one by one of your friends. And it worked. And then Ellie said, you were using me from the beginning? And then I say, did you really think that you find Abby's friends that easily? How do you think how do you think those evidence were left behind? I was the one who left those evidence. I was the one who lured them to you, and I was the one who lured them. And they had no idea I should be really thanking you, Ellie. If you just had forgiven Joe from the beginning, this would have never happened. And as for you, Abby, you murdered the wrong person who murdered your father. Oh, what a traumatic mistake. But we all have learned our lessons. I made you two suffer, and I made you feel nothing but pain. And now that the two of you are here, yeah, my last victims are right here. And then I pull out a gun, but let's just say Ellie, like, she throws a rock, well, something, and then I lost my gun. And okay, and this is gonna be the last time I pause the video, but yeah. Okay, so as I said before, let's say Ellie and Abby charge against me, and I do something like this. Like, the moment they try to attack me, like, not my robot minions, when my robot minions try to attack and I say, no, I'll deal with these two. You wait outside. And let's just say it was just me, Abby, and Ellie. And they tried to fight me. And the moment they tried to like get closer to me, I was do something like this. And then, and this will be the last sound effect. And trust me, you guys will definitely agree with me on this because let's just say, like the game I'm like thinking of. All right, so here goes nothing. Okay, that was loud. Okay, so hold on. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so the moment Ellie and Abby try to attack me, let's just say, and normally I would do it both of my hands, but fortunately, well, let me let me see if this works. Okay. Yeah, no. So let's say, fortunately, Abby and Ellie try to attack me, and I do this to them with both of my hands. Well, only, yeah, both of my hands. So, and this is gonna be loud, so yeah. That sounded cool, huh? So, as I said before, I created my new invention, electro gloves, which basically, let's say they absorb energy from the light bulb, and then, and then, well, once again, I'm gonna have to play it. Yeah, they shoot lightning, well, electricity, and then and then let's just say I zapped Abby and Ellie, and yeah, and then I say electro gloves, a little device I created for myself, and I can also use it as a force field to protect from myself in danger. You know, if there's one thing, Ellie, you and your friend, you and Joe should have finished me off when you had the chance. But it looks like you lose. But fortunately, at the very moment, the whole building's on fire, and fortunately, the building was collapsing. And then I had to escape. And this is why I told Ellie and Abby, you got lucky this time. And now you know the truth. Too bad you will never find me, Abby, Ellie, until we meet again. And that's when I make my escape. And as for the rest, the question, like, this is the question. Now that Abby and Ellie know the truth, what would they do? Would they team up together? Or would they still fight each other? That is the question. And this is what I say, to be continued. But anyways, so what do you guys think? That sounded cool, right? But like I said, I want to create a game like this game. I'm thinking something similar to The Last of Us. Not like I don't know what the word to say, but not like be like The Last of Us, like similar, somewhat similar, like a zombie apocalypse where people try to survive, something like that. But still, I would think of something that cool. So yeah. But anyways, so that's what I want to tell you guys. And I'm pretty sure there's no way some people could have thought of that. But still, like I said, every game that I played, let's just say, gives me ideas. And after I explain everything, yeah. But anyways, with that said, let me know in the comments below. And for the two videos I told you guys about, I'll leave them in the description below. Go watch them. And yeah. But anyways, peace.